Well, hello. David Taub here, coming to you from nextlevelguitar.com. How you doing, good people? Hope all is well. I've been getting a lot of emails asking questions about this specific guitar, the red one that I use in a bunch of my videos and DVDs. People wanting to know more about it and what it is and whatnot. So I thought I would just do a little, quick blip about this specific guitar. And what this is a Paul Reed Smith, a very fine instrument. This is a '99 model. This is a CE3 or a Classic Electric 3 that I bought new when I was in Philadelphia back on the East Coast. And I want to tell you a little bit about the features and a little bit about, Paul Reed Smith. A lot of big name artists are Paul Reed Smith endorsees. A lot of big name players play these type guitars. Guys like Santana, Al Di Meola, Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails, Steve Stevens from Billy Idol, Jimmy Buffett, the guys from Story of the Year, Sum 41, Flyleaf, Three Doors Down, Johnny Hyland, all Paul Reed Smith endorsers. And the first thing about these guitars is they're high-end, so they're expensive. If you ever go to Guitar Center or a big guitar store, you'll notice that usually the Paul Reed Smiths are like behind the counters because they don't want people, banging on them and messing with them. The first thing that you'll notice, or that I've noticed about them, is they're incredibly well made. Just everything about these guitars is of the highest quality. The finish is like flawless. All the joints, everything about the guitar is just the highest quality, from the materials to the craftsmanship, and to the weight and the balance. It's very well balanced and it just feels good. Everything about this guitar just screams quality. It's very, very well made. And the other thing that's kind of cool about the Paul Reed Smiths is they come in so many different models and finishes. You can get quilted tops and bird inlays for the dots. You can get it with different pickup combinations. They make hollow bodies, high gloss finishes, artist signature models, satin finishes, single cutaways, 10 tops, gold hardware. I mean, it's just, you can almost like build a custom instrument almost. And the one thing I really, really like about this guitar is it just stays in tune. It's just, no matter how much I use the bar or dive bomb or whammies or whatever, it just always stays in tune. And I think part of that reason is because of three things. They have these flush saddles on the bridge, so they don't move when you mess with the bar. Also, they have this very cool kind of cam locking system on the tuners where the string gets locked to the peg head and the cam comes down and locks it in. And they also use this, I'm not sure what material it is, but they use this super duper, we'll call it, nut material, so there's no binding or grabbing at the nut. Some kind of space-age nut material. So a lot of times with guitars that come out of tune, it may not be a problem with the tuners per se. I find it's a lot of times in the nut, and that the nut binds and grabs, knocking the string out. But this, they do a really super fine job with that. This pickup combination in here for this Paul Reed Smith, I'll play in a minute. You can hear all the different combinations, but it uses an HFS pickup, which stands for Hot, Fat, and Screams. Ceramic magnet in there, and it's wound very hot, so it's a lot of output. Very hot sounding pickup. And then on the bass end, I have the bass, the vintage bass pickup, which is a little bit more rounder tone, kind of like an Alnico humbucker, a good Alnico humbucker kind of sound. So the pickups, again, very strong. So everything about this guitar is cool. And lots of big name players are using it. It's very versatile. You'll see guys in rock, in metal, in blues, in jazz, country choose this guitar. The way I look at it, it's kind of like in between, because I mainly play Fender Stratocasters and Les Pauls, but I use a Paul Reed Smith. It's kind of like in between a Strat and a Les Paul. It doesn't have that full ballsy sound like a Les, close, but not, well, it's a lot less weight and it's a lot thinner than a Les Paul. But you don't have that heavy, less uncomfortable kind of heavy Les Paul hanging on you, so it's a trade-off. But you could get a pretty ballsy sound out of this. Maybe not as ballsy as a Les Paul, but pretty ballsy. And as well as you can get some really nice clean tones and some Strat-esque bell type sounds out of it too. So it's kind of like in between, I guess, a Strat and a Les Paul. It plays more like a Gibson to me. That's what it feels like more to me than a Strat, but very cool nonetheless. So let me roll through some of the sounds that you get out of this guitar. You have your volume, tone control for all the pickups, and then this has a pickup selector switch, which is a 5-way dial, which you can play out of the neck or the bridge pickup, or split them any combinations in between. So it uses a dial. Some other models have a switch you could use to split them, and they have different combinations and whatnot. Let me take you through some of the sounds on this guitar. Here's the back pickup. Has that real ballsy kind of Les Paul, kind of full, big, hot kind of sound, you know? Which is kind of cool for your thick rhythms, and also if you're playing leads out of that, you get that real. This instrument also has a lot of real rich harmonic response. That was all out of the back pickup. If I play out of the neck pickup, and I'm going to cut the tone knob back a little bit, I can get that real nice, sweet kind of Les Paul sound out of the neck pickup. A real kind of... And then when we combine the pickups, if I crank the tone back up a little bit, you could start getting different combinations of sounds between the splitting of the humbuckers. So if we switch to a clean channel, you could really get some nice, clean, kind of spanky, bell-like, almost Stratty-esque, but not as Stratty kind of sounds out of the guitar. Really nice, kind of clean, kind of... Now if I just go through some of the other settings here. Here's the neck pickup, clean, just... picking really nice, jangly, kind of clean tones you can get. You get kind of like a cool little jazzy sound. Here's a 9th and 13th chord 1-4-5 progression. And all kinds of lessons on guitars and gears, and lessons for intermediate, advanced, and beginner players at our website, full-on video instructional website, nextlevelguitar.com. Go there, check it out. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to our channel, hit the orange subscribe button. And I'm David Taub, and this is the Paul Reed Smith, and we will see you soon. Rock on.